this ain't easy. Now, what I want to talk about is this notion that's going around YouTube, and it's not going to be a rant, I'm just going to explain things. This notion going around YouTube of everybody should be on a level playing field. They said, well, a few people who were saying, well, how come, let's say for the anime community, I'm in the anime community, how come it's only a couple guys at the top? What, maybe 3 or 4 guys, at the top, and, just YouTube successful, or anime community successful, because they ain't YouTube successful, trust me, anime ain't cutting it, but not yet. But anyway, they say, how come it's only a few guys at the top? I do better videos than this guy, he's getting more views, and yada yada this, yada yada that. So anyway, I want to explain about this level playing field. That's not going to ever happen in anything. It's never going to happen. Reason being is because everybody that comes to YouTube is different. Meaning, the kids have a big advantage. Kids on YouTube, they have a huge advantage. What's the huge advantage? They're being taken care of. They don't have jobs. They get fed. They have a roof over their head and stuff like that. All their attention goes right into YouTube. So they have a huge advantage over everybody, including me. I gotta make sure I work and stuff like that. So I can't put every last bit of my time into, making videos and stuff like that. So kids have a huge advantage. Some people, they come on and they're more talented. Look at Christian from Super Comic Guru. Dude can edit very well. He's a professional. He has a big advantage over a lot of other guys. But he also has a big disadvantage because I'm talking about both of them, Super Comic Guru, Corey, and Christian. They got a disadvantage because it's 2 of them. So they got to keep making sure everything's coordinated more. They got to put more effort into coordinating 2 people. Me, it's easier for me to just say, hey, I want to do a video and just go ahead and do it. I don't have to coordinate anything. But remember, you got 2 talented people. You got Corey and Christian. They 2 talented people that can come together and they can do more work than one person. So it's give and take. Everybody's not the same. Some people come in and let's say it's a pretty girl or something like that. She's going to get more views because she's a pretty girl and guys are watching and stuff like that. A handsome guy, he probably get more views from the women, but he's not going to get a lot of views from the guy. A pretty woman will get a bunch of views from men and women. That's why they don't have to try as hard, nowhere near as hard as the guys. So it's no way of evening it out. Some people work harder. Some people grind on it every single day and study, stay up, get up early and do stuff. So it's no such thing as an even playing field. I don't care how even you make YouTube. People are going to come on with different levels of skills, ambition, motivation, different levels of everything. Some people come in, the game handicapped. So there's no way of making it even. Now, let's get to the problem a lot of people bringing up. Let's talk about Sawyer 7 Mage. A lot of people was talking about him saying, well, he could put out a video that's really garbage and get 10,000 views. That's a good thing. The reason why I say that's a good thing because he's been doing this for like 5 years, maybe 6. So he earned, if he's been consistent for all those years, 3 times as long as me, 2-3 times long, and he built up that subscriber base and the attention and everything to warrant that. You see what I'm saying? Like once you make it to the top, you can do that. Not saying he does it on purpose. I'm saying that a couple people talk about a couple videos. It's like, well, he didn't really put this much into it yet, but he earned that. He's been consistent for years and years and years. He earned that. And then some people say, well, I have, only 100 views for this video, and this video was way better than that one. But you only have 5 subscribers. And if you got 100 views and you only have 5 subscribers, that means that, 2,000% of your subscribers watched it. 2,000%, meaning more than your subscribers, 20 times more than your subscribers watched it. Well, the person who got 10,000 views and 20,000 views that you're complaining about got 40,000 subscribers, only only 50% of the subscribers are watching. If you want to talk about subscribers, so what's the thing is this? It's not going to be level. It's everybody got different talents, different everything. What you need to do is worry about what you do. Don't look at these other people's channels, because what's going to happen is you're going to say, well, I spent 5 years. You know, well, I'm just giving an example. I spent 5 days making this video, and this thing is so great, and I only got 50 views. And then somebody else will say, well, he only spent 5 minutes making it, and he's got 5,000 views. That's not fair. Yes, it is. Because he's been on for 5 years. You only been on for 1 month. You got one video in. It was good, but you got one video in. That guy probably got 30, 40 videos just like that didn't get views until he blew up. You know? So, when you make, and the thing about people being at the top is only being a few of them, that's the way it's supposed to be. I went to DC, you know, to try out for Big Brother. I did a video on it. I think I took it down, I'm not sure. But anyway, I went to the Big Brother's tryout in Philly. Then I traveled a few hundred miles to get to the Big Brother tryout in DC. And I traveled in the rain, uphill, both ways, traveling miles on foot. You know, spent a sizable amount of money in comparison to what I make on that trip and everything, knowing that I might not get anything out of it, which is exactly what happened. I didn't, you know, be picked to be on Big Brother. So I went down there and did all that kind of stuff and got, you know, the results I didn't want. Knowing that, I did all that, got up early, you know, I don't even know if I slept that day. But anyway, got up, it's been up for a while, basically. That whole time I was up for a long while, grinding, going back and forth between these two states and whatnot. Now, after that, when I got to Big Brothers, there was people in line waiting there. Okay, cool. You know, and I didn't get there first like I wanted to because I didn't know I was going to have to walk 4 and 5 miles uphill both ways in the rain, legs soaking wet. But when I got there, people were in line saying, hey, guys, come on over. They're doing some auditions. Come on. I'm like, wait, hold on. I did all that work, all this time, travel and everything, while shooting videos and had no one that when I get back I had to edit and all that kind of stuff. Why would you bring in someone out the blue and then he gets it? Ooh, I would be mad. Wouldn't you be mad if you did all that work? You're not mad that somebody else got the role, but when you be mad, you did all this work and somebody who just walked in off the street, you know, didn't even want to do it, didn't want it at all. They just get it, you know, just by sheer luck. No, I don't like that. So when you get to the top, like people complain about, you know, people at the top of, you know, the anime community, when they get to the top, I know they don't want somebody who just made one video to have the same amount of subscribers, the same amount of views, the same amount of support, the same amount of everything in one day that you have taken years and years to perfect and everything. Is that fair? That someone who does 5 years worth of work, 5 years of consistency, 5 years of learning, 5 years perfecting the craft, 5 years of, you know, getting subscribers, 5 years of getting views, 5 years of promotion, 5 years of all this stuff that goes along with it, 5 years of, you know, beefs and dealing with trolls and channel wars and all this kind of stuff. I had to go through all that for 2 years. I don't want to see somebody who comes in 1 month and get the same attention that I get with no effort. I don't want to see it. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm like, hey, do your thing. If you got there in that fast, then hey, that's your thing. But I don't want to see it. If I make it to the top, or when I do, I don't want to see people doing, you know, certain things to the same level. Somebody, you know, been doing it for 10 years and they come in out the blue and yada yada yada, taking over. You know, that's not how it go. It's not supposed to be even. When somebody puts in the amount of work and the amount of effort and the amount of time and energy and resources, some people got more resources. They're rich. They come in, you know, with all the equipment that they need. Some people are like actors and singers and stuff like that. They come in already with a fan base already established. That's why they do so good on YouTube when they're only making 2 or 3 videos a year, because they already got an established fan base. So everybody comes in with different resources. So it is fair. I don't. And when people put the time in, work in, and everything else, and they make it good. And it's only gonna be a few people. Why? Because some people are lazy. Some people don't want to do anything. Some people are saying, "Hey, this is just a hobby, so I'm gonna make one video a week." But when you got a video like a manga review and you don't do one a week, come on now. So if somebody do one video, 2-3 videos a year and whatnot, they shouldn't be at the same level as somebody who's been cranking out a video every single day, consistently for years and whatnot. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is that this is fair and this is how it's supposed to go. The people that really want it, that been trying hard, are going to be the ones to make it. The people who are focused on other people, who are looking at everybody else's channel and saying, how come he's doing such and such, and he's making these kind of videos and getting this kind of attention and everything else, when I'm doing 4 times better and I'm getting 5 times less, the amount of publicity or whatever they're getting on there. You get what I'm saying. So don't look at them other people's channels. That's your job. Worry about yours. Your job is to worry about your channel. That's it. Nobody else's. I don't want to see you on Social Blade looking at everybody else's stuff. If you go on Social Blade, look at your channel. The only reason you should be looking at other people's channels is to study, not to study them, see what they're doing. Study to see what do they do to get that success so you can get it. That's your only job looking at other people's stuff, is to see what can you use from them to help you out. That's it. You're supposed to be selfish on here. See what I'm saying? Always thinking about how can I better myself, not why is this person doing better? How can I, communicate with my subscribers more? How can I get the time to answer more of their comments? That should be your focus. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm letting you know YouTube ain't, what people think it is. And some people, I'm talking about people that produce videos. They think that it's something else where I can get on there and do slop around and I should be able to get the same results as somebody else who's been doing it consistently for years. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Anyway, leave your comments and let me know what you think and why these people feel entitled to, have the same amount of success as somebody else that's been doing it for, 20 years when they only came in for like 2 months. Peace.